Hey, how you doing, everybody? Hope everybody's doing great. We have another compare and contrast the 90s and today. It is tracks, and already just by transforming them, kind of swayed me to which one I like better because they were both in robot form. But I like to introduce them in car mode first. You know the deal, how we do it. But before we get into all that, I don't have to say nothing, do I? And thank you guys so much for all the subscribers. I want to hit that 1,000, my people. Please help us out and hit that 1,000. Help build this channel up. I really do appreciate every one of you that has subscribed. And if I see that you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you. If it shows it up on the thing. Sometimes people subscribe and it doesn't even tell me, so I'm not aware. I just see the numbers jump. So we have the 80s tracks and we have today's tracks. Just by looking at it, you all know what I'm gonna pick. But these were the two that I felt were the most alike. And remember, I have done a review on both of these, so if you want to go back and look at the separate reviews where I show the cars in depth, and I show the instruction booklets and all that. And of course, we have only a Target Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast over there. We saw that again the other day. What a great movie! All the Transformers, I really like them. I mean, the new Bumblebee ones really are better, but they were all good. So as you could see, a little bit difference in the paint, about the same size. And I'm pretty sure you could tell already what I'm gonna pick as far as vehicle goes, and that is the 80s. It is just different, man. I don't mean to sound mean, but look at the detail. The rubber tires, the metal here, the metal over here. I mean, this was when they started making the more plastic. This is kind of after the original run. So it has some other stuff. And he had his little rockets right here, which was really cool. You could put them on in his car mode, or you could take them off. That gives it points. Giving it points. It putting it in the run again. And as you can see in the vehicle mode here, it's a little lax in the vehicle mode for sure. Plastic, big plasticky tires, didn't roll very well. The difference in the rolling, the difference in the looks. This looks like a Corvette. This kind of looks like a car trying to be a Corvette. It looked like one of those body kits that you put on the Honda Civic to make it into a Corvette. No insult to the people out there that has the Corvette Honda Civics, but I'm sorry, it looks like that. So as you can see here, when he transforms, like I said, this is the one, like, well, the Optimus was a hands down last week, but this was the one that I felt like had the most promise of being somewhat similar. Now, automobile mode, the 80s knocked it out of the park. Sorry, but it did. So, auto mode, yes, it was knocked out of the park by the 80s. And yes, the little sticker still works there. So we got that, and we have him in his robot mode. I got the gun over here. It's different. It really is different. It's a lot different. I'm sorry. Sorry to bust people's bubbles, but it is a lot different. If I could get this to stay. I don't understand. I didn't have this one that long when I was younger, so it should be in better shape. But it's well played with, I guess. But it's a Corvette and it looked cool, right? So let me see if I can get him to stand over there. It's good enough. And over here you have this guy. Vehicle mode. It just wasn't doing it for me. Now this is basically a car shell that folds down. That's basically how they made this tracks for the most part. And this might be the part where this tracks, I don't know. It may not beat it this time. As far as articulation, it might. But everything else, I don't know. It's going to be hard for this time. It's going to be a pretty tight race, I'd say, this time. Because, honestly, both modes looks good in the 80s one this time. Like, usually it's other than the Optimus Prime, it was the robot mode that knocked it out and won it. But this time, I don't know. It may just have oh yeah, gotta turn that around here. He may have beat him this time, folks. He may have beat him this time, folks. And this has got to kind of fold up in here. And then this has got to fold over. Or is it like this? Yeah, it's like that. So this kind of folds under. Or folds over and under. I did not practice with it beforehand because I thought, hey, I already did this. I got this. Maybe I should have did a little bit of practice. Just a little bit. A tad bit. A tad bit of the practice, if you will. Let's see, spin this around here. Now that we know the other side, it's a tad bit easier with this one. If we can get the foot right. And over here, this comes over here. This comes kind of down and around. And like I said, this is basically a car shell on top of a robot. Now, we can look at both of these. Other than the leg and the articulation, yes, it didn't move here. The leg was supposed to come out and lock, but it didn't. You did have some movement in the elbow joint, shoulders, stuff like that. The face, well, the box, that one looked cooler, but for some reason it was black and red. I don't know. I don't get that aspect of it. But honestly, this looked better. Like, this must be a first where the 81 beat it. Now, articulation. Shoulders. Oh, yeah. Elbow. Twist. The head moves. You got a lot more articulation in this one. And as you know, the guns are in the box. We didn't take them out. You have articulation till tomorrow. Till the cows come home, as they say. You have articulation on this one. But as far as looks go in vehicle mode and looks in robot mode, it's hand down 80s. This one got a couple of points for the articulation, and that's about it. Other than that, it just didn't do it. You really cannot look at this and say you did it. So this one definitely was a home run again, like Optimus was a home run with the 80s. The other day when we did the Optimus Prime, it was the Matrix. And it wasn't that much different in robot mode, I'd have to say, but the vehicle mode just destroyed it. And that 80s Optimus had a lot more articulation than some of these older ones like this one. Like I said, the legs don't move. But it looks freaking awesome in robot and vehicle mode. Especially vehicle mode. It just knocks it out of the park. So, hands down, the winner, the absolute winner, is the 80s Trax. And he came later in the TV series, if you remember right. So, he did come later. But hopefully people... next week, we will have a Transformer video, of course, because it's Tuesday, and we have Transformer Tuesday. I didn't say it in the beginning, but I'm saying it now. But we had Transformer Tuesday. We should either next week or no, actually not. Yeah, next week or the following week, I have a really nice video coming up. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about it. So stay tuned, people. You will really enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, have a great, great day.